to count the stars. Nothing could compare to who you are. With you, everything is brought to light. With you, everything comes back to life. You died to make me whole. I want the world to know. With you, nothing is impossible. You called my name and told these bones to rise. And with the breath you brought me back to life. I could try and do it my own way. Jesus, I know only you can save. With you, everything is brought to light. With you, everything comes back to life. You died to make me whole. I want the world to know. With you, nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. When my world is upside down, when I can't find solid ground, you turn it all around. Nothing is impossible. When I feel like I'm alone, when I'm far away from home, I know that I'm your own. Nothing is impossible. When my world is upside down, when I can't find solid ground, you turn it all around. Nothing is impossible. When I feel like I'm alone, when I'm far away from home, I know that I'm your own. Nothing is impossible. With you, everything is brought to light. With you, everything comes back to life. You died to make me whole. I want the world to know. With you, nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. With you, nothing is impossible. You died to make me whole. I want the world to know. With you, nothing is impossible.
God's plan and Moses' purpose. God had a plan and a purpose for Moses' life. And, well, this was obvious from the very start. When Moses was born, Pharaoh was making a rule that all the new baby boys had to be thrown into the Nile River. But instead of getting tossed into the river, Moses' mama put him in a basket and placed it in the tall grass that grew along the bank of the river. Wouldn't you know it, at that moment, Pharaoh's daughter came on down to the river to take a bath. Well, she saw little old baby Moses and raised him as her very own son. Moses grew up in the Pharaoh's house, living the life of luxury. Well, one day he was just walking along when he saw an Egyptian man mistreating a Hebrew slave. Moses took matters into his own hands to protect the Hebrew man. And when Pharaoh found out what Moses had done, he was angry as an old mule. So Moses hightailed it out of Egypt and went to live with his people in a place called Midian. Moses got married, and I guess he figured his purpose was just to watch his father-in-law's sheep. But God had other plans in mind. All the while, God's people, the Israelites, worked as slaves for the Egyptians. They cried out to God for help, and God heard them. God spoke to Moses through a burning bush and told him that he had a special purpose for his life. He chose Moses to lead the Israelites to the land that he had promised them. While Moses was leading the Israelites to the promised land, they had quite the adventure along the way. God fed the Israelites bread from the sky when they were hungry. When they were thirsty, God had Moses strike a rock for water. When things weren't going quite right, God also sent the 10 Commandments to show them how to live their lives on the straight and narrow. In the end, God came through on every promise. The Israelites were finally free from those Egyptians. They were no longer stuck in the desert, and they were on the edge of heading into the land God had told them about all along. At the end of Moses' life, God allowed him to see that special land from a distance. It was better than a city of gold. When you look back at Moses' life, it's pretty clear that God had a purpose in everything he did. Moses could have had a life of royalty, living it up in the palace with the Egyptians. But no, God saw fit to use him in ways he could have never dreamed up. Instead of doing his own thing, Moses listened to God and did what he said. By obeying God and trusting in God's plan for his life, God used Moses to lead the Israelites out of Egypt and to the land that God had promised them. Just like God had a purpose for Moses' life, he has a purpose for each one of our lives too.
My life has a purpose.
Let's play Rascal Roundup. Can you find the sneaky rascal hiding in these pictures? When you spot the rascal, point him out. See if you can find him before his hiding spot is revealed. You got it! Can you find him again? Great job! Let's play one more round. Way to go! Now get on your feet. It's time to sing.
My soul, I will remember the victories you've won. As trouble comes my way in the darkest of days, I will look to you and lift my voice to say, I will not fear, for you are near. Super strong God, you're right by my side. When things are hard, you show your power. Super strong God, you're right by my side. Super strong God. When things are hard, you on the God of Jacob, whose love endures through generations. I know that you will keep your covenant. I'm calling on the God of Moses, the one who opened up the ocean. I need you now to do the same thing for me. Oh God, my God, I need you. Oh God, my God, I need you now. How I need you now. Oh rock of ages, I'm standing on your faithfulness, on your faithfulness. I'm calling on the God of Mary, whose favor rests upon the lowly. I know with you all things are possible. I'm calling on the God of David, who made a shepherd boy courageous. I may not face Goliath, but I've got my own giants. Oh God, my God, I need you. Oh God, my God, I need you now. How I need you now. Oh rock of ages, I'm standing on your faithfulness, on your faithfulness. Oh God, my God, I need you. Oh God, my God, I need you now. How I need you now. Oh rock of ages, I'm standing on your faithfulness, on your faithfulness. You heard your children then, you hear your children now. You are the same God, you are the same God. You answered prayers back then, and you will answer now. You are the same God, you are the same. Oh God, my God, I need you. Oh God, my God, I need you now. How I need you now. Oh rock of ages, I'm standing on your faithfulness, on your faithfulness. Oh God, my God, I need you. Oh God, my God, I need you now. How I need you now. Oh rock of ages, I'm standing on your faithfulness, on your faithfulness.
My life has a purpose. For today's Rootin' Tootin' Review, we'll pan for gold to see if we can remember something we learned today. After hearing today's question, we'll start panning. When you see gold letters, call them out. See if you can guess the answer before they all unscramble. In today's Bible story, what did Moses choose to believe that God had for his life? A purpose. Moses was raised by Pharaoh's daughter, but instead of choosing the fancy life of living as Egyptian royalty, he chose to believe that God had a bigger purpose for him. By obeying God and trusting in God's plan for his life, God used Moses to lead the Israelites out of Egypt and to the land that God had promised them.
Heading way out west is always full of fun surprises, and I'm so thankful to know that God has a special purpose and plan for each of our lives. Before y'all mosey on back to where you came from, let's bow our heads, close our eyes, and pray together. Hey God, thank you for loving us and helping us see that you have a special purpose for each of our lives. Help us to trust and obey you so that we can live the greatest lives possible. We love you. Amen.